Inevitably, these falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions? Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight it's the first of two here on this Monday night, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Snowhawks of Anchorage. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Down. Let's go.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And it worked forward for about 4 as they get him down at the 29-yard line. Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Second down and a run by Robinson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen.
Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. A nice throw right there. And Charles, this is game number 2 in the NFL for this young rookie. His guys getting the victory last week, and he played pretty well by most accounts. Curious, what did you see? And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It was Myles Garrett that time who got in there and brought him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Young. It's caught by OBJ. It'll be a gain of 18 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
They're going to run. It's McKinnon. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 on the 12-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw now. Young. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Red, cycle.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. And he takes a shot on says this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. The NFL's active leader in rush yards, Derrick Henry. And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did, that time for a loss.
And he'll take this one up to about the 13. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Henry. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Yeah, a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now the throw here is incomplete. And with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. Throwing the out route. He's got Parker. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Derrick Henry. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, set.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That's some good hard running there as he'll push his way forward for about 5. Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. Again, it's Robinson. And now the rookie's free. Now inside the 25. Touchdown! Bijan Robinson. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Snowhawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. The wide receiver.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A give to Robinson on the option. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 126 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Young to throw it. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
He wants it all for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Richie James, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Snowhawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point good by Prater, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that plan any down.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A first down carry for Henry. And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Draw play. This is Henry. And he had to get this down to the 15. He won't make it. He's a yard or two short. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Here's Cousins. This will go to Henry out wide. And that's not going to get it done. He'll come up well short of the first at about the 21. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. McPherson's kick is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Let's go now. .43 rail, drill green.
On 1st and 10, Young. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. Young trying to hurry them up to the line here. A give left side to Robinson. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready, set.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Looking to throw, Young. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Ready.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Young. That one downfield for Dotson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Clock, 10. Set.
Robinson up the middle. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Now Young. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before it crosses over out of bounds. 18 yards, a big pickup there on 3rd down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Beetle blue. Hut, hut. Set, go. Set, go. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
A 36-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So still a little bit of time following the made field goal, but we are tied as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. 1 second, all that remains. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Fighting through. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Henry again on second down.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes you just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And the busy night for Henry continues.
And space tough to come by there, so we get maybe a yard to the 37.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
Cousins with work to do after the sack as he brings his guys up on a third and long. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over first and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show.
Touchdown!
Bijan Robinson,
His second touchdown of the night.
and the Snowhawks have taken the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
And quickly, they get to the line.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Second down, Cousins. Henry's got it out on the left side. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Running left, it's Henry. He stiff-arms him, pushing through the contact. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. Here's Tressway now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It's going to be pretty tough for them to match their efficiency, Charles, with that last possession, needing only the one play to find the end zone on the rushing touchdown.
Yeah, they got that together collectively. Did no total group effort. Although the guy taking the rock, he gets all the credit. It was blocked up so well. The only thing stopping him was running into the goalpost in the back of the end zone.
Back to Robinson now on 1st down. Big Derek Brown making the stop.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 228 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there. Beckham will go in motion right.
Blue strike.
Throwing, Young.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 45-yard attempt.
Prater's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Cousins.
Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that pick six, that was the first turnover forced by the defense in this ballgame, CD.
And what's even better is when they finally forced one, they kept the effort up and were able to return it for a score. They could hear their defensive coaches saying to them, hey, getting the interception's great. Can you do more with it? Turn it into a big play. And they did exactly that.
Extra point good by Prater. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Cousins now on 2nd down. He gets it to Thomas. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
A gain of 12. And the Saints first down.
Cousins on 1st down.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it.
Cousins pass. Intercepted.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 47-yard line.
22 needle. Set, go.
Here is Young. Out to his left.
And this one too low.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
On 3rd down, Cousins looking long for Thomas. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away.
Here's Berrios.
And shedding a man at the 40.
A good kick that time, but also a pretty good 15-yard return.
And out will come the offense as they take over.
Let's go now.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Reed Blankenship. And the Saints are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Following the interception, Cousins. Complete. It's Henry. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Play action now. Cousins. And his throw's going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he is going to have a Saints first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Meanwhile, Cousins' throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 43-yard line.
Again, it's Cousins. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. Running right through it. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 5.
Faster, faster.
2nd down and a run by Robinson.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Ready.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
Now Young. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Robinson.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Young off the play fake. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Saints will have the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the fourth, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Cousins from the gun on third.
A short one there, caught by Likely.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.
Check white. Check.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?